qualifications. I think we did all this one part. We did in this first.
We have completed till 1.2.251.
We have done all of the devotional qualification, where Gyan and Vairagya actually doesn't have any place. That is what we have done, right? Gyan and Vairagya doesn't have any place, but Gyan and Vairagya is automatically achieved by performing devotional service. One need not be a Jnani and one need not be a Vairagi to become qualified for devotional service. So, what type of Vairagya is attained? That Vairagya from material life, using everything in Krishna service. That is a real Vairagya. So, 251 we have done. Today, 252, 253, which is there in the next paragraph. So, the 11th canto of Bhagavatam has been spoken. यथा तत्रैव यत्कर्मभिर्यत्तपसा ज्ञानवैराग्यतश्च यत् योगेन दानधर्मेण श्रेयोभिरितरैरपि सर्वं मद्भक्तियोगेन मद्भक्तो लभतेञ्जसा स्वर्गापवर्गं धाम कथञ्चित् यदि वाञ्छति. So in Bhagavatam it is said, everything that can be achieved by fruitive activities, penance, knowledge, detachment, mystic yoga, charity, religious duty, and any other means of perfecting life is easily attained by my devotee. Just by the loving service unto me, some or the other, my devotee desires promotion to heaven, liberation, or residence in my abode for service, he easily achieves such predictions. Itarahi Shreyobhi. Itarahi Shreyobhi means by any other means the person is trying to achieve that can be easily achieved by devotional service. That means the devotee achieves everything. He achieves the success in material life. But what he does it, he uses it in Krishna service. He can achieve anything, whatever he wants. If he wants to go to heaven, Krishna says, I can send. If he wants a spiritual abode for performing devotional service, Krishna says, no problem, take it. So easily everything can be achieved by uh, devotional service. Okay, read Aruna, read.
Hare Krishna. यथा तत्रैव यत् कर्मभिर्यत् तपसा ज्ञानवैराग्यश्च यत् योगेन दानधर्मेण श्रेयोभिरित इतैरपि सर्वं मद्भक्तियोगेन मद्भक्तो लभतेऽन्यश सर्व 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 स्वर्गपवर्गं मद्धाम कच्चित् याधिवाञ्छति. Translation. Thus it is said in Bhagavatam, everything that can be achieved by fruitive activities, penance, knowledge, detachment, mystic, yoga, charity, religious duty, and all other means of perfecting life can be achieved by my devotee through loving service unto me. If somehow or other my devotee desire promotion to heaven, liberation, or residence in my abode for service, he easily achieves such benediction. Srimad Bhagavatam 11.20.32-33. In the 11th canto, 20th chapter, verse 32 and 33 of Srimad Bhagavatam, the Lord further instructs Uddhava, my dear friend, the profit derived from fruitive activities, austerities, and culture of philosophical knowledge, renunciation, the practice of mystic yoga, charity, and all similar auspicious activities are automatically achieved by my devotees, those who are simply attached to me by loving service. These devotees have everything at their disposal, but they desire nothing outside of my devotional service. If ever a devotee should desire some material profit, like promotion to the heavenly planets or some spiritual profit to go to Vaikuntha, by my causeless mercy, his desires are very easily fulfilled. Hare Krishna.
So a devotee is Yukta Vairagi, that has been given. Yukta Vairagi. Let us in 254 and 255, the two paragraphs, next small one and a little big one. रुचिम् उद्वतस्तत्र जनस्य भजने हरे विषयेषु गरिष्ठोऽपि रागः प्रायो विलीयते. If a person has a taste for worshipping the Lord, even if he has strong material attractions, those attractions will be for the most part destroyed during sadhana without resorting to Vairagya. So a person doesn't have to do any artificial way. I'm giving up this, I'm giving up that. Like automatically goes. Like a person doesn't have to artificially say, oh, I don't want to eat onion. Looking at onion. I really don't want. Looking at that something like tea and coffee. Oh, actually, I used to drink. Anyhow, what to do? I left everything. No. Automatically it happens. Oh, I don't go to any movies. I don't have taste to go to movies. Simple. You don't have to take artificial renunciation. No, 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 you don't have to do that. If you perform pure devotional service, it has to come automatically. Which child does that? Can you tell child, don't do this, don't do that? But see, even the children take up pure devotional service. When they don't want it comes and automatically it comes. You don't have to take resort of an artificial vairagya. And what is real vairagya has been emphasized in 255th verse. Anasaktasya vishayatharham pinjitaha nirbandha sambandhe yukta vairagya uchyate. So what is yukta vairagya? Connection. Yukta vairagya. Is vairagya also at the same time attached to us? So how is he attached to Lord? Anasaktasya vishaya. He is not attached to that vishaya vastu. Yatharham upayunjataha, but he knows how to use that Vishaya Vastu in Krishna's service. Nirbandha Krishna Sambandhe, he is not attached. Krishna Sambandhe, that is why he is not rejecting it, accepting, using in Lord's service. We have an example of A, B, C. A, Mr. A finds some money and thinks, no, it's not mine, why should I touch? Good person, very good. B, what he does, he sees, he looks here and there, puts in the pocket, happily sings song and goes. Mr. C sees, oh, this money is not mine, but it should be given to the right person. So that is how he searches for the right owner, gives him. So he did the activity of B, but in the consciousness of A. Right? Activity of B in the consciousness of A. So that is known as Yukta Vairagi. He is more responsible to find the owner and give it to him. The owner is Krishna. Ishavasambhidam sarvam yattinche jagatam jagat. Ishavas, everything belongs to Krishna. He is the controller, he is the owner. So what is our work? Whatever samartha we have, we are using it in Krishna's service. Simple. So that is Yukta Vairagya. So he is not a renunciate. He is not an artificial renunciate. Oh, let me not do this. No. He does it for the higher cause. Okay.
Mataji, can you please explain once again that example ABC, Mataji?
Came to the shop, saw 100 rupees note. So Aruna saw 100 rupees note. It's not mine. हाथ नहीं लगाऊंगी. Aditya came. No, Aditya Levi is a good person. Narayani came, looked here and there, put in the pocket, went away. Then Aditya came, looked here and there, took the money and gave it to the right person. So what did he do? He did your activity, he did my activity of taking it. But in whose consciousness? In your consciousness. It is not mine. Let me give it to right person. Okay. So 254 to
Thank you, Mataji.
read. Who will read? Aditya read 254 to. No, I put Pushpa to read. Pushpa read.
Hare Krishna. 1 second, I want to see. रुचिम् उद्वाहतस्तत्र जनस्य भजने हरे विषयेषु गरिष्ठोऽपि रागप्रायो विलीयते. If a person has a taste for worshipping the Lord, even if he has strong material attractions, those attractions will be for the most part destroyed during sadhana without resorting to vairagya. have to read this also. अनासक्तस्य विषयान् यथार्हम् उपयुञ्जतः निर्बन्ध कृष्ण संबन्धे युक्तं वैराग्यमुच्यते. The vairagya of that person who employs objects suitable for devotional development while remaining detached from them is said to be suitable for bhakti. The objects should be persistently related to Krishna.
Yeah, read.
Actually, a person who is developing Krishna consciousness and still has some attachment to material enjoyment will soon be freed from such a tendency by regularly discharging devotional service under the instruction of a bona fide spiritual master. Srila Rupa Goswami then recommends that one should not be attached to material sense enjoyment, but should accept everything enjoyable that is in relationship to Krishna. For example, eating is necessary, and one wants some palatable dishes to satisfy his sense of taste. So, in that case, for the satisfaction of Krishna, rather than for the satisfaction of the tongue, some palatable dishes may be prepared and offered to Krishna. Then it is renunciation. Let the palatable dishes be prepared, but unless they are offered to Krishna, one should not accept them for eating. This vow of rejecting anything that is not offered to Krishna is actually renunciation. And by such renunciation, one is able to satisfy the demands of the senses. The impersonalists who try to avoid everything material may undergo severe austerities, but they miss the opportunity of being engaged in the service of the Lord. Thus, their renunciation is not sufficient for perfection. There are many instances where, following such artificial renunciation, without any contact with devotional service, the impersonalist again fell down and became attracted to material contamination. There
You
are
are
many.
reading. 1 minute. Where you are reading? The next paragraph also. In the impersonalists who try to avoid everything material. That you read?
Yeah, I
One
was
minute.
reading.
Yeah, I saw that. 256 I'll read and then you go.
Okay.
प्रापञ्चिकतया बुद्ध्या हरिसम्बन्धिवस्तुना निर्बन्ध मुमुक्षुभिः परित्यागो वैराग्यं खलु कथ्यते. These two verses important. प्रापञ्च These two verses, अनासक्तस्य विषयान् and प्रापञ्चिकतया बुद्ध्या, Srila Prabhupada quotes in the sixth chapter of Bhagavad Gita. What is Ukta Vairagi versus Falgu Vairagi? Your monkeys are naked. They cannot say we are Vairagis. If somebody is naked, no, Prabhupada is to say, your monkeys are naked. What is to begin it? So, mumukshubhi parityago vairagyam falgu katyate. Prapanchikataya buddhya. The whole buddhi is material. This is prapancha. That is prapancha. I still remember when I take this verse. I remember that day when I had gone to one of the satsang program. There I was told to take class, and that bungalow was given to us, and there Jain monks were there, lady monks. Then first, because that was the place allotted to me by Times of India office. We take class here every week. So I went, it was in Chembur. So these lady monks were there. So I just showed the gesture of Anjali Mudra. And I told, आइए सत्संग प्रोग्राम है हम प्रपंच वालों से नहीं सुनते हैं. I told, what? Prapanch means you are wearing colorful dress. No? We are in white. I was thinking white is also color only. Is it colorless? It is also color only. But I didn't argue anything. And exactly these two verses were there, sixth chapter. Prapanchikaya buddhya hari sambandhi vastuna. Everything is prapancha. Even hearing about Krishna is prapancha. Hari sambandhi vastuna. Association of devotees is prapancha. Mukshubi parityago. These people think that they are all just parityagaha. And in this way, they just reject things. Oh, I will not do that, will not do that, will not use any vehicle, we just walk, we'll just remove our hairs. Mukshri Parittago, Falgu Vairagi Uchchate. They're all Faltu Vairagis. I gave this guy, I had to give the class. They were listening from inside. They were for 3 months there, and all the 3 months they attended the class. Next class, almost they So And then I paid them off. They used to come and sit in the class. Somehow they understood that this is not Vairagya. Vairagya is use in Krishna's service. That is Vairagya. Use everything in Krishna's service. Your strength, your samarthya, whatever we have. Just giving up things is not Vairagya. That is Faltu Vairagya. That is Falgu Vairagya. Okay, now read that whole thing, Mataji. That goes to 2 paragraphs, huh, now. Read.
प्रपञ्चीकताया बुद्ध्या हरिसम्बन्धिवस्तुना मुमुक्षुभिः परित्यागो वैराग्यं फल्गु कथ्यते. Rejection of things.
When you read, I was drinking water immediately. प्रपंचिकताया नहीं,
Rejection.
प्रापंचिकतया बुद्धया, प्रापंचिकतया बुद्धया.
प्रापञ्चिकतया बुद्धया हरिसम्बन्धिवस्तुना मुमुक्षुभिः परित्यागो वैराग्यं फल्गु कथ्यते. Rejection of things related to the Lord by persons desiring liberation, who think that these things are simply material objects, is called useless vairagya. The impersonalists who try to avoid everything material may undergo severe austerities, but they miss the opportunity of being engaged in the service of the Lord. Thus, their renunciation is not sufficient for perfection. There are many instances where, following such artificial renunciation without any contact with devotional service, the impersonalist again fell down and became attracted to material contamination. There are many supposed renouncers, even at the present moment, who officially become sannyasis or renouncers and outwardly claim that spiritual existence is truth and material existence untruth. In this way, artificially, they make a show of renunciation of the material world. However, because they cannot reach the point of devotional service, they fail to achieve the goal, and they again come back to material activities such as philanthropic work and political agitation. There are many examples of so called sannyasis who gave up the world as untruth but again came to the material world because they were not seeking their real repose at the lotus feet of the Lord. One should not give up anything which can be utilized in the service of the Lord. That is a secret of devotional service. Anything that can be utilized in advancing Krishna consciousness and devotional service should be accepted. For instance, we are using many machines for the advancement of our present Krishna consciousness movement. Machines like typewriters, dictating machines, tape recorders, microphones, and airplanes. Sometimes people ask us, why are you utilizing material products if you condemn the advancement of material civilization? But actually, we do not condemn. We simply ask people to do whatever they are doing in Krishna consciousness. This is the same principle on which in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna advised Arjuna to utilize his fighting abilities in devotional service. Similarly, we are utilizing these machines for Krishna's service. With such sentiment for Krishna or Krishna consciousness, we can accept everything. If the typewriter can be utilized for advancing a Krishna consciousness movement, we must accept it. Similarly, dictating machine or any other machine must be used. Our vision is that Krishna is everything, Krishna is the cause and effect, and nothing belongs to us. Krishna's things must be used in the service of Krishna. That is our vision. Hare Krishna.
Krishna service, Krishna's property should be used for his service only. It is his property. Okay, next. 257, 258. There is there in next paragraph. One paragraph, but 2 verses are there in there. 257 to 58. Proktena प्रोक्तेन लक्षणेनैव भक्तिम् अधिकृतस्य च अङ्गत्वे सुनिरस्तेऽपि नित्यादिफलकर्मणाम् जनालस्यादा जना जना ज्ञान ज्ञानस्याध्यात्मिकस्यापि वैराग्यस्य च फल्गुणः स्पष्टतार्थं पुनरपि तदेवेदं निराकृतम्. So in Varnashrama, everybody has a daily and periodic duties. and there are impersonal aspect of jnana. So this has already been rejected. That means jnanis and vairagis, or jnana and vairagya, has been already rejected, or karma and jnana has been already rejected as a rangas of devotional service. The Uttama Bhakti, what is Uttama Bhakti? This has been rejected. However, in order to make the point clear, false type of vairagya has been again rejected as an anga of अनासक्तस्य विषय अन्याभिलाषितशून्यं ज्ञानवैराग्य what is that word? Sanyavilashitashunyam Jnana immediately that verse is not coming. Wait.
Jnana karmadina avritam.
What is that verse? Just repeat.
Anyabhilashita shunyam gnana karmadina avritam.
Yes, that's the Vairagya came because the verse is not completing. Jnana Karmadi Anavritam Anukulyena Krishna Anushilam Bhakti. So Jnana and Vairagya has been already rejected because you should not have any other desire except for serving Lord in Anukula Bhava, at the same time Anushritam. That is Uttama Bhakti has been told. So Gyan and Karma has been already rejected. That is what is put here. Gyan and Karma. Jnana Karmadi Anavritam. Here Vairagya has been told. Vairagya Karmadi Anavritam. Whatever it is, Jnana Karmadi Anavritam. In Jnana only, in the personal aspect, Vairagya also comes. Because as Jnanis, they try to do the Vairagya system. That means rejecting everything, going to the forest, eating something which is very horrible. If you give them a nice, wonderful plate of prasadam, they'll mix it with the ash, they'll try to eat it. So these jnanis, they have artificial renunciation. That is why jnana and vairagya, they are put together. Jnana karma the anavritam. Karma is what they do. They are just into daily doing their duties. That is karma. Who is jnani? Jnani is trying to do some artificial renunciation and going to forest and trying to have some impersonal understanding about the Lord. Understanding what is that jnana which has been mentioned, impersonal understanding about the Lord. For that, they have artificial renunciation, giving up family, going somewhere in the forest. But one need not do all these things if a person takes up devotion service. Automatically, jnana and vairagya comes. And which jnana comes? Jnana about the personal aspect of Lord comes. It's not impersonal aspect. Oh, Lord is a person. Lord eats. Yes, he eats. He comes. He eats. So all these things is attained by pure devotion service. In vairagya, automatically is attained. A person is not interested in the material life. Automatically comes. That is what is given. So read. Aditya, read. These two verses.
1.2.257 258 प्रोक्तेन लक्षणेनैव भक्तिरधिकृतस्य च अङ्गत्वे सुनिरस्तेऽपि नित्याद्य अखिलकर्मणां ज्ञानस्य आध्यात्मिकस्यापि वैराग्यस्य च फल्गुणः स्पष्टतार्थं पुनरपि तत् एवेदं निराकृतम्. The daily and periodic duties of Varnashram and the impersonal aspect of Gnana, the obstructive portion of Karma and Gnana, have already been rejected as Angas of Bhakti by using the stated definition of Uttama Bhakti obtained through the Bhakti scriptures. However, in order to make the point clear, the false type of Vairagya, the obstructive portion, has been again rejected as an Anga of Bhakti. This does not mean, however, that we should give up. I'm sorry, can you please confirm the paragraph, Manaji?
What?
This is the paragraph, right? This does not mean it starts from that,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay. This does not mean, however, that we should give up the principles of discharging devotional service or neglect abiding by the rules and regulations prescribed therein. In the neophyte stage of devotion, one must follow all the principles regulated by the authority of the spiritual master. The acceptance and rejection of things should always be in pursuance of the devotional principle, not that one can independently manufacture some idea of what should be accepted or rejected. The spiritual master, as the visible manifestation of Krishna, is necessary. Therefore, to direct the devotee on behalf of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The spiritual master must never be carried away by an accumulation of wealth or a large number of followers. A bona fide spiritual master will never become like that. But sometimes, if a spiritual master is not properly authorized and only on his own initiative becomes a spiritual master, he may be carried away by an accumulation of wealth and large number of disciples. His is not a very high grade of devotional service. If a person is carried
Wait,
away by
wait, wait. You went ahead.
only one paragraph was there, Mataji.
Yeah, it is only one paragraph. Now 259, then you come. First you complete that, I'm reading 259. Complete
Oh,
the paragraph, that is
oh,
259.
okay, his is not a very high grade of devotional service. If a person is carried away by such achievements, then his devotional service becomes vacant. One should therefore strictly adhere to the principle of disabling successful. Hare Krishna, sorry, man.
धन शिष्याधिभिर्द्वार्यैर्या भक्तिर्वपाद्यते विदुरत्वात् उत्तमता धान्याय तस्याश्च नाङ्गता. That bhakti which is accomplished by dependence on wealth, followers on other objects cannot be considered as anga of Uttama Bhakti because it destroys the pure nature of the Bhakti. It is situated far away from Uttama. Okay, I have so many followers. I have power. I have a position. But again, Bhakti has nothing to do with this. Bhakti is not dependent on somebody's accumulated wealth. Bhakti is not dependent on how many followers you are having. Bhakti is your love for Krishna, simple. For that, you have followers, you don't have followers. That is not the criteria at all. You may not have one follower also. Nobody may be liking you. But you love Krishna. That is enough. Your service to a spiritual master. That is enough. Now, Shabri had how many followers? Alone she was doing. Spiritual master told you, wait here, Rama will come. Everybody went to their abode. But Shabri was waiting because Matangmani told after darshan you come back. Afterwards, Matang Rishi ashram, again if she goes to the place where Matang Rishi is there. Bhakti is not dependent on someone's wealth. Understand it again. Bhakti is not dependent on how many people are coming to the program, how many followers are there. You may have only 2 people sitting before your class. On the other hand, there will be somebody who is having so many followers. And people are attracted, oh, there's so many followers. We'll go there. We'll go there. No problem. Somebody was telling, you take all the people, Prabhu. Take all the people. We are enough to serve our Radha Govinda. We are enough to serve our temple. Let everybody go anywhere. No problem. So bhakti is not dependent on how many followers you have, how much wealth you have. No. Bhakti is only dependent on how much love you have. Love cannot be snatched. Love for your spiritual master. Service for your spiritual master. Yesterday I was reading Shabri. It was really so touching. The last verse. Because Rama is asking, what is the success of your service to a spiritual master? What fruits you have got? What siddhis you have got? She said, the siddhi of seeing you, that itself is the biggest thing. What more I should get? So, what is the fruit of serving Matangmuni? She has seen Lord. That is enough. Lord has come to her. That is enough. What more siddhis? Devotion is not for taking some post. Devotion is not show off. Devotion is love, Lord walking towards you and coming. Bas, that is enough. If Lord comes and takes the service, that is a success. So that is what is given here. It is not dependent on dhana, not dependent on shishya, not dependent on any other thing. It's only dependent on how much love you have for Lord. And Lord, how will you love Lord? by loving a spiritual master. That is enough. Okay. 259 you read. 260. विशेष विशेषणत्वम् एवैषां संश्रयन्ति अधिकारिणं विवेकादीनियतो अमीषामपि नाङ्गत्वम् उच्यते. Discrimination, other material qualities cannot be again considered in Uttama. What is Uttama Bhakti? Discrimination. This is mine, that is yours. That is discrimination. Some material qualities, it is all not angas of pure devotional service. Hence, on their own, they take shelter of the excellent condition of persons practicing Uttama. So, automatically, wonderful things happen, but you don't have to discriminate. Automatically, a person gets all the beautiful qualities. So one doesn't have to discriminate, not compare on the material qualities. It is given here, discernment and other qualities take shelter of the excellent condition of the devotees. So there is a verse which says, Yasya Atma Buddhi, Yasya, wait, Yasya Atma Buddhi Purapit, that is one word. Yasyasti Bhaktir Bhagavati Akinchana, Sarvair Gunays Tatra Samasate. All the wonderful qualities are there in a person who performs devotional service. Yasyasti bhaktir bhagavati akinchana. Akinchana bhakti is doing for Krishna. He doesn't have any desire. Today I was talking to someone. I told, why so much show off has to be done? Putting in the guru, this we have done, that we have done. We have not come to do all these things. We have come to perform devotion, that is enough. So, yasyasti bhaktir bhagavati akinchana. Akinchana bhakti you do, automatically wonderful qualities Krishna gives. And which wonderful qualities? The qualities of Nitya Sudhis. What is the purpose of coming to a temple? To study. Simple. What is the purpose of coming to ISKCON? To study so that we can progress in devotional service. So that we can go through Prabhupada books. That is only the purpose. Bas. So, Visheshatma. It is 260. Okay. Continue Aditya 260. Read 259 and then read 260.
Okay, ma'am. 259. धनशिष्यादिभिर्द्वारे या भक्तिरुपपाद्यते विदुरत्वात् उत्तमता हान्यतस्याश्च नान्गता. That bhakti which is accomplished by dependence on wealth, followers, or other objects cannot be considered as an anga of Uttam Bhakti because it destroys the pure nature of that bhakti. It is situated far away from Uttam Bhakti. 1.2.260 विशेषणत्वम् एवैषां संश्रयन्त्य अधिकारिणां विवेकादिन्य अतोमीषाम् अपि नान्गतवम् उच्यते. Discrimination and other material qualities cannot be considered as angas of Uttam Bhakti, since on their own they take shelter of the excellent condition of persons practicing Uttam Bhakti. The spiritual master must never be.
What happened?
A Krishna conscious person being naturally purified has no need of developing any other purificatory process of thought or action. On account of his being highly elevated in Krishna consciousness, he has already acquired all the good qualities and is following the rules and regulations prescribed for the mystic yogic process. Such rules are automatically practiced by the devotees. A concrete example is the quality of non-violence, which is considered a good qualification. A devotee is naturally non-violent and therefore doesn't have to practice non-violence separately. Some people seek purification by joining a vegetarian movement, but a devotee is automatically a vegetarian. He doesn't need to practice separately in this matter or to join any society for vegetarians. He is automatically a vegetarian. Only one paragraph, right, Mataji?
Yeah. Next is 261. Krishnonmukham swayam yanti yamaha shauchadadayas शौचादयस्तथा इत्येषां च न युक्ता स्यात् भक्ति अंगातर पतिता बाधिता. So basic rules of conduct, yama, rules of cleanliness, other actions, here automatic in those who are extremely dedicated to Krishna. That is also here not included. How much you are clean, automatically it is there. A devotee is automatically clean. He is yam niyam, automatically he follows. So that is again cannot be put as an anga of devotional service. Here it comes. What automatically comes need not be put. Simple. As angas of devotional service. Like ahimsa satyam, asteyam, asango, dhir, shanchayan, astikyam, brahmacharyam, chamaunam, sthairyam, kshamabhayam. All these wonderful qualities automatically appear. So read Arunari.
Hare Krishna. कृष्णान्मुखो स्वयं यान्ति यमः शौचादयस्तथा इति येषां च नायुक्ता इति येषां च नायुक्ता स्याद् भक्तिरङ्गातरपातिता. Translation. Basic rules of conduct, yama, rules of cleanliness, and other action appear automatically in those who are extremely dedicated to Krishna. Thus, they are not included as angas of bhakti. There are many other instances showing that a devotee need not practice anything but Krishna consciousness. All the good qualities of the demigods automatically develop within him. Those who are intentionally practicing to be vegetarians or to become non-violent may have good qualification by a material estimation. But this qualification are not sufficient to make them devotees. A vegetarian is not necessarily a devotee, nor is a non-violent person. But a
You are
devotee,
reading 61, 261.
yes,
Barabar. Read.
Mataji,
Yeah, read
right?
it.
Yeah. But a devotee is automatically both vegetarian and non-violent. We must conclude, therefore, that vegetarianism or non-violence is not the cause of devotion. Hare Krishna.
So are they putting angas of devotion, like be a vegetarian? They're putting that? No. Association of devotee. Did they write go and eat only sattvic ahara? Automatically it is going to happen. That is not the cause. Try to understand it. Cause means, oh, I am not eating onion garlic, that is why I am devotee. There are many Jains who are not eating onion garlic. Are they devotees? There are so many patients who are not eating onion garlic. Are they devotees? This is not the condition for devotion. You stop tea and coffee, then only you're devotee. Automatically it will happen. The more association, the more taking prasad, automatic. Take prasad. It is anga of devotion service? Automatically it is happening. It will happen. They are not considered as, I think prasad is unconsidered, yes, but not taking onion garlic in that. Automatically it is stopped. When you say prasad, I'm taking prasad, take nirmalya, that is all there in the angas of devotion. Yes, it is there. But in that, it has not been told, don't eat this and don't eat that. Anyhow, you're not going to offer that. What is prasad? Whatever offered to Krishna, you don't offer all these obnoxious things. So 260, now 262, 62, 263. And here again two paragraphs. I will stop here. I have another meeting now. यथास्कन्धे एतेन इह अद्भुत अव्याध तवाहिंसादयो गुणः हरिभक्तौ प्रवृत्ताये न ते स्युपरातापिनः. O hunter, Skanda Puran says, O hunter, these qualities such as non-violence are not astonishing because the persons who engage in devotion to the Lord will never cause affliction to others. So some devotee is non-violent. You not go and praise him, oh, you are non-violent. He is to be non-violent. That is a quality which is coming automatic. Tatraiva. Antah Shuddhir, now 263. So this small paragraph has two paragraphs, small two. Antah Shuddhir Bahi Shuddhis. Tapah Shanti Adayasthatha. Ami Guna Prapadyante. Hari Seva Vikamina. Skanda Puran says internal, external purity, austerity, peacefulness, other qualities. Take shelter. They are not the cause, they automatically take shelter in persons who desire to serve. Simple. So all wonderful qualities automatically comes the person who serves Lord. So read this two paragraph. Pushpa, will you read? Two verses, 262, 63. 262 to 263. Read. Unmute. I think she's not able to hear. Aditya, you read.
1.2.262 यथा स्कान्दे एतेन य अद्भुता व्याधा तवा हिंसादयो गुणा श्रीभक्तो प्रवृत्ता ये न ते स्युपरतापिनः. Thus, in the Skanda Purana, it is said, O hunter, these qualities such as non-violence are not astonishing because the persons who engage in devotion to the Lord will never cause afflictions to others. 1.2.263 Tatraiva Antashuddhir Bahishuddhish Tapa Shantya Adayastatha Ami Guna Prapadyante Hari Seva Bikaminam. Also in the Skanda Purana, it is said, internal and external purity, austerity, sense control, peacefulness, and other qualities take shelter of persons who desire to serve the Lord. In this connection, there is a story in the Skanda Purana about a hunter who was converted into a great devotee under the instruction of Narada Muni. When the hunter became a perfect devotee, he was not prepared to kill even an ant. Parvat Muni, friend of Narada, saw the wonderful transformation of the hunter by devotional service and remarked, My dear hunter, your unwillingness to kill even an ant is not very astonishing. Any person who develops the devotional attitude has all the good qualities automatically manifested in his person. A devotee is never a cause of distress to anyone. Only
The
this
next
paragraph.
one is small one. Sri Rupa
Yeah,
Goswami.
Sri Rupa Goswami opines here in that purification of consciousness, purification of bodily activities, austerities, peace of mind, etc., all become automatically manifest in the person who is engaged in devotional service. Hare Krishna.
They're all things automatically. So we'll stop here. Any questions? Vancakaldharvasya, Kripasindu Vyayavacha, Patitanam Pavanebhi, Vaishnavi Vishnavi